Good morning. It is Wednesday today, and if you're new here, I'm Paulina. I'm a pediatric cardiology fellow, and if you want to see what my life is like, hang around because today is going to be a busy day. Okay, so today, like any other Wednesday, I am heading to surgical conference, and basically this means that I'm going to be hearing about all the surgical cases that we're going to have this week. And our center probably performs about 150 surgeries per year. However, we recently got a second surgeon and our numbers have been going up. So it's been a lot more busy recently. I'm gonna head that way now and see what is gonna be going on this week. Alright, so finished up with conference, and there is one case for today, and I'm going to be on call, so it's important for me to know what's going on in the OR. And yeah, I'm going to have some breakfast now, and then I'm going to get started by working on my presentation for Friday, because I'm going to be presenting all the cath cases. Ready for lecture. You guys ready to learn? Yeah. All right, so I finished a couple of Pomodoros and now it's time for a break. I feel like my eyes just get tired from being on the computer all day, but I basically have most of my conference done. I just have a few more cases to go, but I think I can get that done either later tonight or tomorrow. So I'm just gonna stop working on that for now. But I wanted to come on here because I had a few thoughts earlier that I thought I would share with you guys and see what you think. So earlier I heard somebody say something along the lines of, you know, if you're a woman, the worst thing that could ever happen to you is getting pregnant. So like avoid it at all costs. It just made me think like this person was trying to be funny or something like that. But it's just really sad that like people in healthcare say things like that, because I think that is actually the opposite. Obviously I'm not a mother, but I've been part of many births as a pediatrician, and obviously I don't go through the pregnancy with the moms like, you know, like an obstetrician does, but I get to see the final product, which is, you know, when they finally meet their baby, and I know like how magical that moment is for so many women. And I just find it really sad that like some people discourage female physicians from having that experience, and I think it's A, not right, B, not fair, and C, like just maybe not appropriate to say. But I think that that's probably something that stems from like the way that medicine is, you know, where you just have to be your job at all points of your life, and your job comes first and nothing else can come second. And I think that definitely is a culture thing that is coming down the line, but just like anything else, I think change takes time. Okay, if you are a male in healthcare, I would definitely encourage you to support the women that you work with, because I think that women who are in healthcare are entitled to have a normal life outside of their jobs, and also like what you decide to do in your personal life shouldn't be anybody's business. But if you are, if you are a physician or someone who works in healthcare and you have a child or you get pregnant, whatever, I don't think that makes you any less good at what you do. I don't think you care any less about your patients. I think you're just as good as any other person. It's just, you're creating life inside your body. So I think those things actually make you a better physician because you understand what that is like for parents to go through that, and it also gives you a different perspective when you are somebody who regularly takes care of children. So let me know what you guys think about that and comment down below. Okay, so like I said, I am on call tonight and we had an OR case. So it is now 5:30 and they just got out of the OR since this morning. So I have to go and examine the patient, make sure that they're doing all right, and my attending will be there if I have any questions, and then the whole ICU team will also be there, and they'll be the ones to take care of the patient overnight. All right, so finished up and checking in on that patient who's doing pretty well, actually. He's so cute. Now I'm gonna head home and hopefully it'll be a good night. So as a fellow, I have to take home call, which means that I can be at home. I don't have to stay in the hospital, but if something happens and somebody needs me, I have to come back in. So we'll see. Hello, welcome back. It is approximately 11 p.m. and I just got a call from one of the intensive care attendings that one of their babies is not doing well, and they wanted to check out the heart and see if that's part of the problem. So here I am going back into work. Even though I'm a second year now, I don't think I have scanned a kid with this particular problem before. I've seen many scans like this, but they are just very technically difficult. So I'm gonna take a look at some of the imaging that was already done and try to get my bearings really quick before I head up and do the scan. Okay, so as it was kind of billed, this patient has a very serious problem called congenital diaphragmatic hernia. But basically, this baby has their bowel that is going into their chest and is pushing the heart to the opposite side. So your heart's usually on the left, this baby's gonna be on the right. So I have to kind of change my approach to how I'm gonna get these pictures, but it looks like the baby's saturations are low, so I have to hurry and try to get some pictures and see how we can help. Just finished a scan and it was not the best scan I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely technically difficult, but I think I got all the information that the team needed. And in this situation, the heart squeeze is not very good. So that means that, you know, because the hernia was pushing on the lungs all this time, the lungs weren't able to develop, and now there's a lot of pressure there and the heart has to work extra hard to try to get blood out there. It's not a good situation, but I'm still going to be praying everything works out for the best. All right, so it is almost 12:30. I'm walking back to my car. That's hopefully going to be the lay scan tonight. I only say that because this one was not as happy one as I wish it had been. A lot of times we get called for scans, and a lot of the scans that we do are actually normal, or you know, they have like a congenital problem that can be fixed. But with a patient like this, it's more complicated than that, and you have to kind of be guarded in your prognosis for a patient like this. So it just makes me think, like, no matter how much training you go through and the skills you acquire, sometimes you can't fix everything. That's something that you have to get used to, and I guess it's part of training. I think it's important to just take a moment and acknowledge it, you know?